I have spent years trying to piece together the perfect YouTube desk setup, and finally, I'm ready to share it with you. What's up, my dude? Your friendly neighborhood Tony here, and welcome back to the Spare Tech Room, where I try to help you make better tech choices. Today, I'm giving you a behind-the-scenes look at my desk setup, where all the magic happens for my YouTube channel. And no, I'm not out here balling, and I don't work for a major corporation that pays for all my stuff. I'm just a dude legitimately in a spare bedroom, YouTubing for fun. This setup has been pieced together over time, on a budget, and with a ton of research to find the best bang for the buck gear. So if you're trying to create a workspace that's efficient, practical, and it won't upset your lady because you took up all the space in the one extra room in the house, this video is for you. We're gonna take this piece by piece, and I'll be sure to link everything I mentioned in the description box below. So strap in, and let's start with the most important piece of any desk, the desk. And this is where we immediately go off track because my desktop is not a desktop. If you watched a lot of desk setup videos on YouTube over the past few years, you've probably seen this, but instead of going with a flimsy, lightweight desktop, I've gone with a kitchen countertop, specifically the IKEA Carlby walnut countertop. The version I have is 74 inches long by 24 inches deep. It's the perfect size for a setup like this. The only thing I might have done differently is go with a slightly deeper desk. 24 inches will work for the most part, but I also like to shoot some top-down footage, and it would be nice to have a little bit of extra real estate. Either way, I've had this for a few years now, and although it does have a few nicks and scratches, it's really held up well. Just be careful if you decide to build your desk on your own though, she's heavy. But not too heavy for the sit-stand legs that I have it resting on. Now, I don't know if you've shopped around for sit-stand desks, but they can get ridiculously pricey, especially if you're looking for something high quality that can handle a bunch of heavy stuff. And because of that, I am so happy that I found the Top Sky electric adjustable standing desk. Top Sky is a company you might not have heard about, but a few things that I love about this, besides the price, is that it has 2 motors in it. So it's able to carry up to 225 pounds, which is more than I'll ever need. It also comes with the ability to preset 3 different desk heights. So you could have your seating position, standing position, and maybe a third position for someone else, or maybe just shooting height. Flanking the Top Sky legs are 2 black IKEA drawer sets. These are the perfect size for a setup like this, and although I try to keep them organized, there's really more of a controlled chaos thing going on in each of these drawers. On top of the desk, starting left to right, we have my mini ITX PC build. This thing is a bit of a beast, and it handles all of my video production and gaming. I actually did a full, probably way too long video building it if you want to check that out. I'll link that up here in the cards and at the end of this video. But in short, we've got a Ryzen 7800 X3D and an RTX 3080 inside the Cooler Master NR200P. Connected to that is an awesome monitor. It's the Gigabyte M28U. It's a 28-inch 4K 144 Hz monitor with a 1 millisecond response time. And last I checked, it was like $200 off. I absolutely love this monitor. I have that mounted to an inexpensive monitor mount with pretty solid cable management routes. In front of that is another great find. It's a large desk shelf / monitor riser. This is another one of those things that can be stupidly expensive, but I got this for an amazing steal on Amazon. It comes in a couple of different colors, so I'll link that below, but it's ultimately just great for creating additional space on your desk. I tend to keep a couple of loose, easy to grab things on top of it. And below it, on one side, I slide my MacBook, and on the other side, my Rode Streamer X, which will lead us to the actual recording space. But before we go there, I also have a large felt desk mat that covers a big chunk of my desk. It's really great at just keeping the desk from getting stained or from getting those annoying watermarks when you just leave a cold energy drink sitting out. It also serves as a killer mouse pad for my Logitech MX Master 3. And yeah, I know there's a newer version out, but this dang thing just won't die already. To go with the Logitech mouse is the Logitech MX keys. And the great thing about this setup is that they both have 3 presets, so I can easily toggle between my desktop, my MacBook, and my work laptop with the click of a button. That plus they're just super ergonomic, so I don't get all cramped up using them all day long. Moving all the way to the right of my desk, we have the YouTube corner. But before we get to that, like I mentioned, I'm just some dude in his spare bedroom talking about tech. I recently hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and I'm so insanely stoked about that. But my big goal for 2025 is to hit 5K. Now, I know it's a lot and I might not make it, but if you like my videos at all and you want to help make a dream come true, consider subscribing. Or maybe just drop a like on this video so it gets pumped out to more people. Either way, I appreciate it. All right, enough shilling. let's get back to it. I mentioned the Rode Streamer X, which has become the heart and soul of this whole setup. It allows me to hook up my camera and microphone all to one device so I can stream or record right to my computer. I actually just did a full video gushing over the Streamer X, so I'll link that up here as well if you want to check that out. But yeah, this thing has made my YouTube life so much simpler. Connected to the Streamer X is my microphone of choice, the Shure SM7B, mounted to the Elgato low profile arm. This mic is legendary and it's great, especially if you're in a more echoey environment like a room with hardwood floors or minimum sound treatment. And the Streamer X is powerful enough that you don't need any other kind of microphone boosters to run the SM7B. They're basically made for each other. Also, connected to the Streamer X is my camera, which currently is the Sony a7C Mark II. It's honestly one of the best cameras you can possibly get for this kind of thing, but I'm most likely going to be selling it and replacing it with a camera that costs less than half as much. If you want to see that video and find out why, you'll just have to stick around and subscribe. The A7C II has a Tamron 20-40 f2.8 lens attached to it, and I've rigged it up to mount directly to my light stand, which has an Amaran 60D and a 35-inch softbox with a honeycomb grid attached to it. This is plenty bright enough to light me up evenly for my videos, and the grid keeps the light directed at me so it doesn't spill all over the room. Very cinematic. Two other pieces that have absolutely changed the game for me are this Tarion desk camera mount. This lets me mount a camera to it for a top-down view, which is perfect for unboxing and other close-up techie walkthroughs. Also, it is way more heavy duty than I thought it would be. I can throw my full A7C camera and lens setup on here and it doesn't even flinch. Instead of having like the typical tension knobs to tighten it down, it has these knurled rings that just lock into place. So once you put it in position, it's going nowhere. And the last piece, which has made a massive difference in my workflow, is the Elgato prompter. I had a more budget prompter for a while, which was fine, but with that, I had to put my script on my phone and attach that to the prompter, and it was just a real hassle. But with the Elgato prompter, it doubles as a second monitor, so I can just type up my scripts and throw them into the Elgato software and just go straight to recording. Also, if you're on a video call, you can put the person that you're talking to right on the prompter, so it looks like you're looking right at them as you're chatting. Or you can put your stream chat in there if you're streaming. It really changes the game and is one of those things that is absolutely worth the price. Okay, whew. There you have it. My desk setup for creating YouTube videos. It's efficient, affordable, and built for just getting the job done without a ton of fluff. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What is one piece of gear or maybe an upgrade that you'd recommend? Or if you're working on your own setup, what's the one thing you're struggling to decide on? If this video helped you or inspired you in any way, do me a solid and hit that like button. It really helps me and the channel grow. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I cover all kinds of tech from gear to gadgets, all with a focus on getting the most out of your money. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you next time in the Spare Tech Room. Be good.